Hi, everybody. This is Bill Carmody. I'm a professor of business law at the College of DuPage, and you are my students in Business Law 2211, Net 05. Today is October 9th, that's Wednesday, and it's a little after noon, and I'm in my office. I'm going to have about an 8 or 9 minute video here for you to give you a few things about what to expect in the class. As you can see, I'm in my office and I do these videos periodically to communicate with my students. It's a great office because I've got this terrific floor to ceiling window and it's on the ground level, so you'll see the students strolling by and chatting and going about their business. I had to pull the screen darkener down here to filter out some of the sunlight because it becomes real bright and there's a lot of glare. So that's why I look like I'm in the shadows a little bit, but it's because I've cut down some of the glare here. So anyway, this is what I do in terms of communicating with you. So we have some housekeeping things I'd like to cover first. But the first thing is welcome. I'm so happy that you are in the class. It's turned out to be a pretty good sized class. I think there's 26 or 27 students now in the class. And just a few weeks ago, there was hardly 10 or 12. But I'm glad to see everybody in it. And we're going to have a good class. Welcome. I know you're all going to do fine. The course structure is that I divide the class into 4 units, and those units all have deadlines, and there's the same type of work in each unit. It includes 3 or 4 chapters and some quizzes and maybe a discussion board, smaller discussion board, and there's one larger one, and a homework case and an exam. And there's an opportunity for you to express yourself beyond quizzes and whatnot in order to get your round out your grades. So I do have some writing you'll have to do in the class. Nothing complicated, but that's what we'll be doing. And to keep track, here's your schedule here, right here, and I posted it, and it gives you right over here on this side, the left side, is the due dates, which in this case are October 24th, November 7th, November 21st, and December 5th. And there's just a couple weeks in between each due date. So this is an accelerated class. It's 8 weeks only. I can't make it longer, and I can't extend the due dates. So please print this out, make a note, keep it near you when you're working so that you know when things are due. I will try to remind you, but sometimes, I don't have a chance, and so just know your due dates. Okay, let's move on a little bit about what you can expect. So 10 quizzes usually in a unit. There's an exam, a discussion board, homework case. I'll tell you more about that later. Maybe a little extra credit, not a lot. If you see it, don't miss it because I don't offer a lot. For example, you should be posting in that introductory discussion board. It's a simple way to get 10 points. It's extra. It's my way to get you students chatting a little bit with each other and acquainted. But you can pick up 10 points, and so just follow the directions, and that's all there is to it. It's only open for 7 days. 7 days, by the way. Excuse me. Let's see. We've got assessments. I told you about. Your textbook is the 9th edition of the Cheeseman book. You should have it by now. You don't have time to waste. You can get them in the bookstore or wherever. But if you're going to be ordering online, get it shipped quickly because you only have 2 weeks now to get things done. So in the chapters and in the units, in terms of studying, a lot of it, well, look at I posted the learning objectives for each of the chapters or units, I should say. And you should look at those. Those are the things that I'm going to have you make sure that you should know, because I'm going to emphasize that on the test. So that's one thing. Um, you do have to read. This isn't a discussion in the classroom where you, like normally, you have to do your reading. So, okay. The one discussion board I have is the art museum. No, it's the McDonald's case I put up in this class. It's a great case. It's 100 points. It's a high stakes discussion. You got to prep for this. You have to be ready. You have to post and be comprehensive. I've given you a lot of information about it, including some details that you should look and make a checklist to make sure you understand those things. And in your post, I'd like to see them reflected. So that I tell you now, because it'll be doing at the second due date, which will come quickly, and don't wait until a couple of days before, like some of my students sometimes do, and they just don't have time to post much quality. So, okay, on that McDonald's case, it's a pretty famous case. Many of you have heard of Liebeck versus McDonald's. It's a woman who was burned with hot coffee at McDonald's, and there's always a lot of controversy about that case, but I want you to analyze it and post, okay, and discuss. So yeah, another thing I want to tell you, when you communicate with me, use email, not the COD email. That way I'll make sure I get it. And in your post or in your email, always put in, this is important, always put in, either in the subject line or in the body of your email, put in there the exact section of your class. Pretty important. In this case, it's Business Law 2211, Net 05. Now, I have 5 going on 6 classes at any given time. And students who write to me and say, "Hi, I'm Joe, and I'm in your business law class," well, then I have to go through all these rosters to find the person, and that's keep me happy. Make it easy for me. I'll answer you very promptly that way. I'll know where you're at and what the problem is, and if I have to address it, I can do it quickly. So always put that in there, please. All right, I'm getting through here. This will go just another minute or two. I use these videos regularly for you students. I don't teach with them. I kind of give you information and maybe some tips on things and what I'm expecting. So when you see the video, always check it. I talked about communications. Oh, I have another communication tool I will use. It's called Remind, remind.com. Great little app. It allows me to send you my emails or my announcements by text. So the students like it. They all like it. So I'll send you a link in a couple of days or a day or two when I get a chance. And be sure and sign up. You know, you just have to go and sign up and put your info in there, and then I can send out these nice text messages that will remind you of something or whatever. So you don't have to, but the students like it. So it doesn't hurt, doesn't cost anything. I don't get your telephone numbers or anything like that. It's just a nice system. And so, okay, enough said on that. Remind feedback I usually give you after your written case assignments. Deadlines, I am firm on. I have to be, especially with an 8-week class. So watch your deadlines. If you're going to run over, you're going to pay a penalty. And if you run over too long, you're going to get no grade. It'll shut down. So, okay. Homework cases, I'll tell you a little bit about that later. The first one will be due just October 24th. But since this is running up on 10 minutes, that'll take a little time for me to explain what I'm expecting. But I'll wait on that one. Okay, good. Sorry I'm rushing here, but I don't like to take a lot of your time. Please email me with any questions. Students seem to find their way pretty well and navigate the course. So if you have any questions, let me know. Welcome. I'm here to help. Looking forward to the spring, the late start class. So, okay, with that, I'll sign off, everybody. Thank you.